Public relations and elections. There's a history there. Historians are taking a fresh look at the history of media and its role in the evolution of American presidential politics. In 1896, presidential candidate William McKinley staged what was then the most expensive media campaign in American history. He used public relations and new technology in ways that paved a path for presidents who came after him. McKinley created nearly 200 million leaflets and posters to denounce his opponent, William Jennings Bryan. The power of leaflets! Take that, William Jennings Bryan. His front porch campaign speeches at his home in Ohio became a media sensation and attracted crowds of visitors from across the country. And he made the first ever campaign film, which was accompanied by his campaign song. Once in office, McKinley realized how central media had become to American political life. Newspapers were no longer just mouthpieces for political parties. They had begun to professionalize. Their reach was large. Daily circulation was over 15 million. Emboldened by their popularity, newspaper owners sought to affect the news, not just report it. As historian Susan Douglas says, it was the newspapers, not the president, setting the agenda. So, McKinley appointed George Bruce Cortelyou, an aide to former President Grover Cleveland, as his assistant secretary. In this new position, Cortelyou monitored newspaper clippings, gave press briefings after cabinet meetings, and provided office space to journalists on the White House grounds. After the U.S. declared war on Spain in 1898, Cortelyou developed a precursor to the modern-day press release. And on McKinley's speaking tour in 1901, a sleeping compartment in his train was converted into a darkroom to keep print publications supplied with fresh photos. Cortelyou took some of the first steps towards making McKinley a modern media president. He crafted stories in order to mobilize public opinion. McKinley was assassinated in 1901. In his place stepped an even more savvy media manipulator, Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt launched what historian David Greenberg calls the age of publicity. He personalized the presidency, skillfully managing the press and cultivating public opinion in ways we recognize today.
He felt that he had to have public opinion on his side, and the public was growing. The number of educated, literate Americans who were participating in politics was growing, and so marshaling public opinion was key to his political success.
But it was McKinley who first grasped the media's potential and nudged the presidency into the age of mass communications. History. To make this video, we relied on these sources. The clips you saw, they come from the C-SPAN Video Library. Have thoughts on media and its role in the history of presidential elections? Join the conversation below.